So now let's talk about how to describe performance in general under the new marketing rule. Well, more is the same than is different under the new marketing rule versus the old advertising rule. You do have to consider the 7 prohibitions we talked about earlier and ensure that your disclosure is fair and balanced, and review the marketing materials as a whole to ensure that you're not creating any misimpressions in the mind of the recipient. Just like you do today, under the new marketing rule, you have to show performance on a net basis. If you want to also show gross performance, you need to include the net performance on an equally prominent basis, computed over the same time periods and using the same methodology. Certain disclosures required under the old advertising rule, such as reinvestment of dividends or past performance being no guarantee of future results, are not required under the new rule. However, they may be appropriate depending on what you're discussing to comply with the 7 prohibitions that we previously discussed. One thing that's new is that the SEC now endorses the use of indexes when presenting the performance of your portfolio. And you can see why, because it demonstrates what your fund is doing versus the market as a whole. But if you do show an index, you have to describe how the index is different from your fund, whether it's concentration or anything else. For managed accounts, you're now required to disclose your performance over a 1, 5, and 10-year period. This performance must be calculated in a consistent manner. The 1, 5, and 10 must be shown with equal prominence. Of course, if you didn't have a 10-year time period, you can shorten it to the lifetime of that portfolio. This, of course, does not apply to private funds, and for private funds, you can customize your performance however you've done it in the past, as long as it's compliant with the other requirements.